All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel here. Chris McMahon, local real estate agent here in the capital region. And we're going to be going over May's market report here. So we got the numbers in for the month of May for real estate. We're going to cover all these and we're going to just kind of hit different areas in the capital region and get you updated on everything that's going on there. So now I want to do this for you. And if you're out there and you're looking for a home to purchase, I want to do your own little market report. So reach out and get a hold of me. I'll cover the areas that you're interested in, kind of give you an idea about inventory, how everything is going, how healthy the market is for you. All you need to do is reach out and get a hold of me. My information is in the description below. Call, text, email, whatever it is you need to do. Reach out, get a hold of me, and then I will get that market report together and get it sent out to you. But for now, let's go through. We cover our areas. We're going to cover the capital region numbers as a whole. Then I break it down into certain areas in the capital region, some of the more popular areas. So I'm going to screen share with you. We're going to get right into this report to check everything out. So as we come right in, let's share this. Let's pull up our numbers. So this is the capital region area as a whole all together for the biggest number. So we're looking at some of these lines right here. And the first one, the blue line, is our active listings. As we're seeing our active listings jumped up about almost 200 listings for the month of May. So we're covering May 2024 for this one. And our new listings, once again, for about what, one, two, three, fourth month in a row, it appears, fourth month in a row, the number of new listings has increased. We're up to 1,446 new listings in total for the month of May. Coming over here, so now we're going to be talking about some sales price. We've got the average sales price for the capital region is about 371,000. That's our average sales price. Our median sales price is in the 330 or 321 range, maybe 322 floating around right in there. So that's our averages and our mean sales price. Coming down here, absorption rate. You guys hear me talk about this one a lot. This has been really an indication of the amount of inventory and as far as supply and demand go. So we got a big jump right here. We had 1.85 months, so just under 2 months of inventory back in April. In May, we saw a jump over here to just over 2 months as an increase as far as the absorption rates we got going on here. Sold to list ratio, we got an increase again. This is the third month where we got an increase. We're just a touch over 100% of that sold to list ratio. And days on the market did drop down. So it looks like there's some more activity as far as buyers are coming out here. Weather's warmed up. We're in a pretty good selling season right now. For those of you who are looking to sell your home right now, buyers are out there looking for properties to buy. So if you want a free home evaluation, I can give you an idea of what things to do to increase the value of your home, or even tell you what you could put your house on the market for, what you could get for it roughly. Again, reach out to get a hold of me. No obligation, no cost. I do that for you for free. We can go over some things. Take a look at it. But days on the market did drop from 38 days down to 31 days. So almost a week it dropped down here. And coming down here, this is my favorite part to look at on all these areas here. Then we break things down here as to what they cost or what area has got the most sales. And right here, we're looking at that 300 to 400 range, had 184 sales. Okay, but it can be a little bit deceiving because they break it up into 50,000 increments right here. But so we got to combine these two. But the 200 to 300 range has got what, 224. So the hot spot right now is that 200 to 300 range with the most sales, followed by that 300 to 400 range, and then actually a little bit surprising, we go to that 500 plus range, which covers a huge area, is 186 sales in that whole entire area right there. So that's our capital region as a whole. Now, let's go back. We're going to take a look at some of the specific areas that we like to cover on this one. So in the first place we're going to take is Saratoga Springs. Let's look and see what we got in the Saratoga Springs area as far as everything. New listings, again, up. Second month in a row is up to 68. All right, active listings is up from 92 to 106. So both active listings and new listings have increased for this month. Whereas we come over here, the average sales price dipped a little bit to 716,000. Saratoga is one of our higher price point areas in the capital region. Last month, in the month of April, it was 785 and it came down to 716. So it dropped about 70,000 as we deal with it. High was back in September, where it was 880,000. But here's what we got: the medium sales price dropped from 650 to 635. So a little bit of a dip in the prices that we're seeing as far as Saratoga is concerned for last month. Absorption rate, again, we're seeing that increase consistent with the capital region. It's up to 2.86, just under 3 months. And right over here, we got the list sold ratio. Took a nice little spike right here from 96% up to over 100, 101% on that one. And our days on the market are dropping. So again, indicating that there's some activity. Houses are selling a little bit faster in this area to just under a month at 28 and a half days. But where is the hot spot in Saratoga? As it's been in the past, like I said, it's one of our higher price point areas here. We had 25 sales over that 500,000 mark in Saratoga Springs. The second place came in here at that 400 to 500 range. And really, even combining these, the 2 to 3, the 3 to 400 range, getting a couple sales in there. So the next spot we're going to check out here. Let's pull it up here. We're gonna come right up here. We're gonna go Gwen's, or I'm sorry, Clifton Park is gonna be the next spot we're gonna check out. So here we go, Clifton Park. Quick run through of our numbers here. So we're seeing spikes, increases in active listings and new listings. So new listings are at 56, active listings are at 52, but both jumped up for the month. Uh, Average sales price dropped to 500,000. And the medium sales price dropped to 447,000 right there. Absorption rate went up 1.65 months. List to sold ratio took a dip. It was pretty high at 108. So, I mean, homes are going for over what they were asking in the Clifton Park. I'm going to suspect they still are. It did come down. It's still pretty high at 105%, but did drop 3% from the previous month of April right there. Days on the market again dropped, again, indicating that people are out there buying. For sellers, it's good for sellers. So for this, because the houses are going faster, meaning that they're getting that, and they're also getting more than they're asking. So appears that there's some competition for the houses and they're selling faster. So we got right here, it was 20 days. Now we're down to 17 and a half. But where is the spot that's selling here in Clifton Park? We got 14 in that 500 plus range. Even combining this, we got 4 in the 2 to 300, 3 to 400, we got 5, and that 4 to 500, we got 7. So that 500 plus is really the big sales point there in Clifton Park. All right, let's go in here. We got Albany, the capital. So in Albany right here, we've got increases in both active listings and new listings. So new listings are up to 91, active listings are up to 69. Both increased 69 from 59, so they're going in that direction. Average sales price is 311,000. Median sales price is 290,000. Absorption rate jumped up to just over a month. It was just under a month before. List to sold ratio did dip a little bit in Albany. It was 101, come down to 101.6. So really it's showing a little bit of decline there, but it pretty consistent from where it was the month before. Days on the market dropped as well down to 23. So just over 3 weeks for days on the market that it's going there. Coming down here, we're seeing the hot spot. If we're combining these two numbers, we got 28 in that 2 to 300 range, followed by that 3 to 400 range has got 21 sold in that area. So the next location we're going to go to, we got Boston Spa. We're going to hit up Boston Spa. We've got a decrease. Active listings actually decreased down to 32 from 36 from a month. So down a couple, not a huge change right here, but the new listings increased 23 up to 42. So now right over here, we're going to have to actually take one of these out to get a good look because our average sales price is at 432,000, which dropped slightly for the average sales price. Now the medium sales price dropped as well from 444 down to 435. So a slight decrease in both the medium and the average sales price. Absorption rate dropped from 1.7 months to 1.5. So we're at a month and a half here. The list sold ratio dipped a little bit here as well from 103 0.7 to 103.3. So still getting over what the asking price is, the original asking price. And days on the market, again, this trend is happening in all of them. It's coming down from 18 days down to 8 days. So just over a week for days on the market in Boston Spa. And our hot spot right here is right now, that 4 to 500 and then that 500 plus range are tied both with five in those areas right there. So getting a pretty good dollar for those. That one, that 200 to 300 range is just behind it with four for the numbers of sales for that month. Next spot, we're going to Queensbury. We got 200 Queensbury. We'll check Glens Falls, and then that'll wrap up for this month right here. Okay, so now we got new listings dropped from 30 to 29, so it can really call the drops fairly consistent. So active listings did the same thing from 27 to 27 stayed flat and even. So not much of a change as far as number of on the market, pretty steady. Over here, we're going to have the average sales price drop to 341,000 from 541,000. So a $200,000 drop, quite a big drop. This is pretty much just indicating because we got a spike right here that there was probably some big home sale prices back in the month of April. Over here, the medium sales price, of course, we're probably going to see the same spike drop, and we do from 405 to right down here to 325 for the change there. But as far as the absorption rate staying pretty consistent right there, just under a month and a half. List to sold ratio is just a touch above 100. Before it was below 100. So we're seeing most of these being above 100, which is indicating that, we're putting it on the market for, 100,000 and that they're getting more than what they're actually putting on the market for. And we're seeing that in most of the areas here. So it's just a touch over in the Queensbury area that we got here. And days on the market dropped to 2 weeks. So they're selling faster as well. So this is indicating that we got buyers out there. Homes are going faster, and they're going for what we're asking, so there's competition for those homes that are on the market as well. So where is our hot spot coming down here? So right now we're looking like right here because we got to combine these two numbers. We've got six in that 2 to 300 range, in that 4 to 500 range. We got just behind it by one with 5 homes sold in that area, in the Queensbury area. So let's move over here. We got our last spot that we're going to take a look at. It's Glens Falls. All right, so we're seeing again an increase in that new listings from 10 to 12. It looks like it's staying relatively flat here with our active listings. So yeah, it's saying at 7% active or 7 for active listings. We have an increase in the average sales price up to just over 300,000, a $30,000 increase. An increase 314,000. So we got a increase in the medium sales price too. So those prices are going up in that area for the listing price. Absorption rate dropped a little bit. They're about 0.6 months. List sold ratio 99, and it dropped up over 100%. We're at 102.4%. So that dropped or increased almost 3% there for this month. So again, we're seeing that increase. And again, days on the market actually jumped quite a bit from 9 days to 67 days. So that may be some properties that were sitting on the market for a while finally sold, because that's pretty big increase right there. And let's come down and see where the hot spot is. Right now, the hot spot is at 3 to 400 range. They had 4 home sales in that area right there, which is probably not a ton of sales. That equips to over half of the home sales. There was only 7. There's not a huge market in that area, but it's a market I do like to cover because it's a nice spot. And I feel it's one of the more up and coming areas in the capital region. So I like to cover that to give people an idea what's going on with that. So that is our market report for the month of May. Again, we're going back, we're covering May, but we're in the month of June, so we're covering that May numbers right there. So again, I want to do a video for you. You're on the market, or you're even looking to sell, and you want to do a home evaluation, but you want to know the numbers in the market. Reach out, get a hold of me. My information is below. I'll be more than happy to run those numbers for you and have a conversation with you. Call, text, email, whatever works best for you. And found some value in this, subscribe to the channel because I got market reports coming out. I spotlight businesses. We cover just things to do in the capital region, all kinds of stuff. We talk all things in the area and all things real estate. We'll love to talk about that. And keep an eye out because my investment report is going to be coming out here in the next week or so. So my investors looking for multifamilies, that kind of thing, that's going to be coming out as well. So until then, I will see you guys on the next video.